am very pan-African.
Yeah.
You know, it's in my
No doubt.
DNA. Like my father was a politician, very pan-African. How you know that we sold you?
Yeah, right.
Because a white man told you we did that?
Right.
And you just gonna believe him?
Well, they trained us to believe them.
Might have to drop a dime on them.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta stop it.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
All right, y'all, we back with another video, man. Y'all know how we do. Always pushing health, wealth, and a better understanding of self. So y'all, in this video, we going over 154 podcasts. Y'all know they always put out misinformation about foundationals. Okay, and we always got to check them time to time. They got this whole podcast where they love to speak on FBA. They love to just speak on Black Americans that's from the land and want to tell the people the history and keep pushing this back to Africa theory, you know, that the slave master taught. Now, I'm gonna break down this interview real quick and show y'all how they always want to associate us with Africa. They don't want to just be truthful and say that. And we're the only Black people that they do this to. They don't do this to the Brits, to the Black people in Australia, Black people in Brazil, Black people everywhere. They don't never mention none of this. It's only specifically to Black Americans. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, push me on the algorithm. I greatly appreciate that. Let's get it. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Between African Americans and Africans, because there's always been a little bit of that, and I call it misunderstanding.
Yes.
Because of the cultural differences, because of the
Because
lack
of
of
the
education
lies.
on both sides.
Let's just call it
and
what
the
it
lies.
is.
Thank
The lies.
you.
Exactly, and that's what we've been saying. We've been telling y'all that there has been Black people on every piece of land. Why do you feel like there were no Black people on America? Y'all have to explain that. When we brought up facts, Albert Perry, Louisa Skull, we brought up facts of artifacts that was from America that was Black people. And the lie is the white man is saying everybody came from Africa. Everybody, Chinese, everybody. Okay, and they're still thinking lies and saying we push this. Watch how I break this down.
Yes, thank you.
The lies.
The
It is not
propaganda.
even about cultural differences, because go to New Orleans
Right.
and show me some food
Yeah.
that reminds you of food that you've had in
Thank
Nigeria.
you. Yep.
You know, show me some.
If we go to Nigeria right now, we're gonna see things and see how we dress, and we're gonna see people with our culture. We see it all over the world. We see it in China. We see it everywhere. So why would we look at our food, right? If we can date back our history way farther than Nigeria, we can date our timeline way further back than them. Why would it be Nigeria? This is what I'm saying. It's like they want to tie anything they can to Africa instead of just being proud of where y'all from. Y'all don't have to make us be from Africa.
Customs, some religions, some
Thank
belief
you.
systems.
Dances and
oh my
culture.
God,
You're
that
like, what?
harken right back to the continent. So
Same.
it's not about a cultural difference. It's just lies that we've been
Propaganda.
told. So we're like, oh, you know, they don't like you.
Right.
By the way, they sold you.
Yep.
Right.
So you can't trust them. Those
Yep.
people.
Right.
And,
then-
and so we're believing them. Like, we're all just gonna believe them
Yep.
and let them tell the story. How you know that we sold you?
Yeah, right.
Because a white man told you we did that,
Right.
and you just gonna believe him?
Well, they trained us to believe them.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
The white man made up Africa, called Africa Africa. They're right next to y'all country over there, the Europeans. They got a good hold of that country. We did a video on showing how some people from Africa would be like, they would worship white people, literally. They feel like the white man is like God. I ain't making this up. So it's like, Why would y'all try to like flip it on us that we, is from over there and we don't have no tribe? And anybody that's ever been to Africa that's American, they always say to the people, say, yeah, you're not from here, you're from America.
So you would never question it. So it's a lot of propaganda that, of course, still permeates our cultural understandings. But for me, I'm like, hey, look, and this is what I always tell people who come to Ghana with me, right? Because I've continued bringing people. I mean, the last group that I brought, even just last year, was 120 people or so. And I'm
right. They bringing all of these. This is the motive that they got to do all of this. They're bringing all of these people to Africa, and we've seen a lot of people coming on saying, hey, man, I got robbed. Bad things is happening. They don't look at me the same. It's worse than it is in America. And these people who bringing people over there, they're pan-Africanists. They don't speak about the problems that people are going through. So we got to get out. They got to go online and say this. And we got to definitely spread the word because they're making big money off of pooling 120 people to come to Africa. It's big money for them. It's just business, in my opinion.
like, the only thing I want you to do is have a great time and then go tell everybody.
Yeah.
Tell everybody you know how wonderful it was here. That's
It
all I
was
ask.
the very first. It was the very first country before I even went to.
Y'all hear how they saying it? When you come here, tell everybody. They're trying to get rid of the negative publicity. It's like having a business and you got negative reviews, so now you need so many more positive reviews to negate that. So, and it's hard. Once you start your business and you getting bad reviews, so I'm so thankful for how I make sure I take care of my people, make sure they put reviews on there, because you get a bad review, it's over with. Bad news spread way faster than good. But it's kind of alarming how she's trying to just force everybody to tell them how good of a time they got. Check it out.
To Nigeria. I went to Ghana first, and shout out to my high school teacher. She was, or actually our counselor, Beverly Silverstein, and she thought that was important. Schools do these trips sometimes. You go to Washington, D.C., you go to San Francisco, you go to New York, and she says, I want to do this differently.
Yeah.
And she got the community behind, and we were the first group from Crenshaw High School to go to Ghana, and
That's
it was
crazy.
it changed my life. My uncle drove from Nigeria to come see me. That was the first time I ever met my mom's brother.
Oh my
That's
God.
so it was a trip. Like even
That's
of
so
all of us
amazing.
together, 30-something years or 30 years later. Oh wow,
Yeah.
30 years since high school. Wow.
Yeah.
Anyways, longer. Since high school, and it just really it really had an impact, and I never forgot it from the castle, to going to the capital, to taking the drive to Kumasi.
Oh my gosh,
And
yes.
it was just it is a special place. It's
Yeah.
like no other place,
Yeah.
And I love Nigeria. I
Yeah.
also love Ghana,
Yes,
and
yes.
to have been there and to know the culture and the richness in Ghana.
Yes. And by the way, I am very Pan-African.
Yeah.
It's in my
No doubt.
DNA. Like my father was a politician, very Pan-African.
Why don't y'all have that Pan-Africanism in Africa? Y'all say y'all Pan-African, but everybody they don't believe in that in Africa. Why do y'all want us to sell us on this Pan-Africanism? Yes, it's people that love all people, bro. You should have a respect for, but what is Pan-African? We don't know what it's doing. Everybody is tribal in Africa, but y'all speaking on Pan-African. Let me let it go.
Believed in one Africa.
Kwame
Kwame Nkrumah is an Nzima, okay?
Oh, is it Zim? Oh,
From the tribe, okay?
There it is.
okay.
So, but the idea of being able to, obviously it's like competition is fun. Like, we do that in a fun way, but also let's share the wealth.
No doubt.
So it's like, let's
And
tell
Ghana's
people to go
always-
to Zambia.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Go to
all
Zambia.
over, and you've
Don't
been-
even just
you've been everywhere.
forget Ghana and Nigeria.
Yeah.
Go to Zambia.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, everybody goes to South Africa. Fantastic. Go to Namibia. How about
Go to
that?
Mali.
Ah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Spread
Burkina Faso.
Please.
Yeah, all over.
Spread the wealth a little.
Yeah, and you've been to different places because you also You were raised in Nairobi, Kenya.
Yes.
You spent some
For a
time
while,
there.
yeah.
Obviously, Accra, Ghana.
Yeah.
What did that do to you to be able to be on the East Coast and the West Coast?
Oh.
What did you learn? Because there had to have been so much. As much as there are similarities, I'm sure that there were a lot of differences.
Huge differences
that you saw from East to West.
Yes, but I think that's what makes me so proud of Africa today. Right? Is that I understand that, yes, we want unity in a way that makes us strong and powerful, and we can combat some of these global ideas that keep us down. But at the same time, like, we are such a wonderfully diverse continent.
It's
like,
the most diverse. Even Neil deGrasse Tyson said genetically genetically diverse continent, because you can have all the traits come from Africa, which is facts, because it's a woman. Everybody comes from a woman.
Correct.
You know, the black woman has that mitochondrial gene.
That's right.
The Eve gene that creates every
from
race.
East Africa specifically.
That's why a lot of black women are missing.
You know what?
Facts. Like, they're missing because they're okay. Well, Henrietta Lacks just got their family's finally suing because all of cancer cell research was taken from this black woman in 1955. They took her unbeknownst to her. They just stole her her cells, and then that's what all cancer cell research is from this black woman that they did not tell. So now the family's finally.
And you see how she's trying to from the likes of East Africa, but he brought up Neil deGrasse Tyson, which is definitely, he's working with them people. Okay, he's saying that it's so diverse. He's giving. See, when people have to speak on these Lil Hats platform, they gotta go with the program. That's why I'm so thankful for independent media and the guys that we have standing up for our lineage, is because they all sound the same. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Godfrey, this woman, it's like they all are pushing the same narrative, right? But we know we ain't going for it. It's too many holes in his story. Even with Neil deGrasse Tyson, there's too many holes in the story. He had a sexual assault case in 1984 to 1916, and he started, pushing a jab on our people. Now he's talking about Africa. Everybody's from Africa. This is why it's hard for us to get our land, and for everybody to understand that this land in America is ours, because they got people talking like this online and saying that we come from another continent, like we're an immigrant. This is selling people that we're immigrant just like the Europeans. And this is what's, I think, blocking people from understanding that, we the real owners of this land. But that's what they do on this 154. They always try to secure the narrative that all black people came from Africa. But like I told y'all, they never do that with anybody else. They never do that with the black Brits, with the Australians down there. It's like we have people, black people everywhere, melanated people. Okay, black is specifically for us. But man, I want to know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Y'all know they had the FBA in the title though to get us going. But I want to know what y'all thinking about this in the comment section. I know they talking about the lies that's being told to us, and we saying the lies that's being told to them about Africa. But man, I love and appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, push me on the algorithm. I greatly appreciate that. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace and love.
A community must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax spaces for your own people. You should at least control 4 basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive and compete.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.